Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Master English Speaking Podcast. I'm your host, Tom, and I'm super excited to be here with you today.
And I'm Emma, your co-host. It's great to be back in your ears, sharing some insights that we really hope will help you on your English learning journey. Tom, what are we talking about today?
Today, Emma, we're diving into something that is, honestly, the backbone of all successful language learning. It's not magic, it's not a secret trick, but it's something that many people struggle to keep up with. We're talking about why consistency creates fluency and confidence.
Consistency. That word can sometimes sound a bit boring or like a lot of hard work, right? But I promise you, listeners, by the end of this episode, you'll see why it's actually your best friend and why it makes the whole process much easier and more enjoyable in the long run.
Exactly. And before we jump in too deep, if you find our discussions helpful and you want more tips and insights to master English speaking, please remember to hit that subscribe button wherever you're listening to us. It really helps us out and makes sure you don't miss any new episodes.
Thank you so much. Your support means the world to us. So let's start with the basics. What do we even mean by consistency when we talk about learning English?
That's a great question, Emma. For me, consistency in English learning means doing something, even a small thing, regularly. It's not about studying for 8 hours straight once a week. It's about doing 15 or 30 minutes every single day, or almost every day. It's showing up, rain or shine.
I completely agree. It's like going to the gym. You won't get fit by going once for 5 hours. You'll get fit by going for 30 minutes, 3 or 4 times a week. Your muscles need that regular input to grow, and your language muscles are exactly the same.
That's such a perfect analogy, Emma. Our brains work on patterns. When you consistently expose yourself to English, even for short periods, your brain starts to recognize these patterns. It starts to make connections, to store vocabulary, and to understand grammar naturally, without you even trying too hard sometimes.
Right. Think about when you first learned your native language. You didn't sit down with a grammar book. You heard it every day, you tried to speak, you made mistakes, and slowly, consistently, you learned. It was constant exposure and practice.
Absolutely. And this leads directly into the idea of fluency. Many people think fluency means speaking super fast without any mistakes. But that's not really it, is it?
No, it's not. Fluency, to me, is about speaking smoothly, naturally, and being able to express your ideas clearly without too much hesitation. It's about communicating effectively, not perfectly, and consistency is the secret sauce for that.
Definitely. When you're consistent, you're constantly refreshing your memory. New words you learned yesterday don't just disappear. They get reinforced today and tomorrow. Your brain moves them from short-term memory to long-term memory. So when you need to use them in a conversation, they're just there, ready.
Yes, it's like building a strong bridge. Each day you add a few more bricks. If you only add bricks once a month, the bridge will never get strong enough to cross. But if you add bricks every day, soon you'll have a solid bridge, which is your fluent English.
That's a beautiful way to put it. And it's not just about vocabulary. Consistency helps with pronunciation too. If you practice saying new words or sentences every day, your mouth and tongue muscles get used to making those new sounds. It becomes more natural.
Oh, absolutely. I've seen students who at first really struggled with certain English sounds, like th or the do sound. But with consistent daily practice, even just 5 minutes of focusing on those sounds, they improved dramatically. Their mouths just learned the new movements.
It's all about muscle memory, isn't it? Not just for your body, but for your speech organs too. And this continuous practice, this consistent effort, it starts to chip away at something else that's really important for English learners: the fear of speaking.
Confidence, my favorite part. Because let's be honest, many learners, even those with good grammar knowledge, feel very shy or afraid to speak. They worry about making mistakes.
Exactly. And consistency is the most powerful tool against that fear. Think about it. If you consistently practice, you start to see small improvements. You notice that you understand more, or you can say a sentence without stopping as much. These small wins build confidence.
Yes, each time you successfully communicate something, even a simple thank you or where is the station, it gives you a little boost. And those little boosts add up. They tell your brain, hey, I can do this.
And the more confident you feel, the more willing you are to speak. It creates this amazing positive cycle. Consistent practice leads to more fluency, which leads to more confidence, and more confidence leads to more practice. It's a virtuous circle.
It's like a snowball effect. You start small, push it a little every day, and soon it gets bigger and bigger, rolling faster and faster. Your progress accelerates because you're more confident to try new things, to speak more, to engage more.
So how can our listeners practically apply this idea of consistency? What are some small, consistent actions they can take every day?
Great question. My number one tip for consistency is to make it a habit, something you don't even have to think about. Tie it to something you already do every day. For example, if you drink coffee every morning, maybe you listen to an English podcast like ours for 15 minutes while you sip your coffee.
That's a fantastic idea. Or if you take a bus or train to work, that's perfect time for listening to English music, an audiobook, or even reviewing some flashcards on your phone. It's dead time that you can bring to life for your English.
Exactly. Another simple thing is to read something in English every day. It could be a news article, a blog post, or even just a few pages of a book. 5 or 10 minutes of reading every day is much better than reading for an hour once a week.
And for speaking practice, which I know can be daunting for many, how about talking to yourself? Seriously, describe what you're doing while you're cooking, or what you see outside your window. It's a safe space to practice without judgment.
I love that tip, Tom. Or if you have a friend who's also learning, make a commitment to send each other one voice message in English every day, even just a minute long. It's low pressure, but it keeps you speaking consistently.
That's brilliant. What about those days when you just don't feel like it? We all have them, right? How do you stay consistent then?
Oh, for sure. On those days, the key is to aim for the absolute minimum. If your goal is usually 30 minutes, on a bad day, tell yourself you'll just do 5 minutes. Often, once you start, you'll end up doing more. But even if you only do 5 minutes, you kept the chain of consistency unbroken. That's a huge win for your brain.
That's such an important point. Don't break the chain. Even a tiny effort counts. Because the moment you skip a day, it becomes easier to skip 2, then 3, and before you know it, you've lost all your momentum.
Absolutely. It's about building that habit, and it's also about forgiving yourself if you do miss a day. Don't let one missed day become a missed week. Just start again the next day. The important thing is to get back on track quickly.
So true. And another thing I've noticed is that consistent learners often feel less stressed about their learning. They know they're making progress, even if it's slow. So they don't get overwhelmed by the idea of, I need to learn everything right now.
Yes, it removes that pressure because you know you'll be back tomorrow and the day after. You don't have to cram everything into one session. You can enjoy the process more, and when you enjoy it, you're more likely to be consistent.
It's all connected, isn't it? Consistency makes you fluent, fluency makes you confident, and confidence makes you want to be even more consistent. It's really a beautiful system.
It really is. And I think one of the biggest takeaways for our listeners today should be that you don't need a huge amount of time. Even 10 or 15 minutes of focused English practice every single day can make a world of difference over time. It adds up quickly.
Imagine, 15 minutes a day is over an hour and a half a week. That's more than 70 hours a year. And that's just 15 minutes a day. If you do 30 minutes, it's 140 hours. That's a lot of learning that comes from just tiny, consistent efforts.
Exactly. Small steps, big results. And those results aren't just in your grammar or vocabulary, but in your ability to communicate freely and your feeling of self-assurance when you do. That confidence is truly priceless.
So, to recap, if you want to become fluent and confident in English, stop looking for quick fixes. Instead, focus on building small, consistent habits. Make English a regular part of your daily life, and you will see amazing progress.
And remember, every little bit counts. Don't let perfection be the enemy of good. Just show up, do your best, and keep that consistency going. You've got this.
We truly hope this episode has inspired you to embrace consistency in your English learning journey. Thank you so much for tuning in to the Master English Speaking podcast.
And again, if you enjoyed this episode, please hit that subscribe button. We love having you with us. Until next time, keep practicing, keep speaking, and keep building that confidence. Bye for now.
See you next time, everyone.